Gareth Bale came off the bench to rescue Real Madrid and secure a momentous third straight Champions League crown in Saturday's 3-1 win over Liverpool in Kiev. Then, in his post-match interview, the Welshman seemed to issue a "come and get me" plea to any potential suitors. Labelled injury-prone and out of the side for much of this season, Bale's brace nevertheless underlined his undoubted quality. And with the parting of the ways seemingly the best decision for both parties this summer, there will surely be plenty of clubs clamoring for the winger's signature. Here, Matt Jones looks at possible landing spots for the forward. Manchester United, in many ways the perfect destination for Bale. The Welshman's style, ingenuity and searing pace would be a welcome addition to a team that has swashbuckling attacking etched into its DNA, but has been sorely missing players to carry on the club's traditions in the years since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Bale has long been linked with the move to Old Trafford, with United twice being rebuffed in the past. Transfer talk has cooled in a season where the former Tottenham man has seen little action, his 39 games in all competitions, the third fewest in his 5-year stint in white. Despite this, however, his 21 goals is still his second-best tally. And this in what is derided as having been his worst season, certainly in terms of the criticism he has attracted. Calf injuries have blighted Bale's career, and over the course of a campaign these have continuously doused enthusiasm among a large number of the United fan base, many of whom would previously have welcomed the Welshman with open arms. But following a starring role in the final, Bale insisted he had been fit for a 6-week period at the start of the 2017-18 campaign, thus perhaps rekindling desire among Red Devils fans for United to fire in a bid. And he would certainly be a perfect acolyte for boss Jose Mourinho, with his appetite for the defensive side of the game and ability to destroy defenses, the perfect formula the Portuguese likes to concoct in his wide men. Likelihood 8/10 Tottenham, with Mauricio Pochettino signing a 5-year deal days after the Premier League season ended. It stands to reason that the famously prudent Spurs chairman Daniel Levy will be more willing to loosen the purse strings this summer. Apart from tying down one of the brightest managers in the European game down to a long-term deal, it is clear Spurs need to spend after a 2017 summer in which they were very prudent but cleverly kept hold of their prized assets and remained competitive during 2017-18. However, despite their attractive brand of football, Spurs have little to show for it. The 2007-08 League Cup is their sole piece of silverware in a barren period spanning nearly 3 decades, scant reward for a team that nevertheless plays some pretty football. For all their baiting of North London rivals Arsenal, the much-maligned Arsene Wenger won 3 FA Cups in a final 5 years considered barren. A return to London would not only script a sentimental homecoming for Bale, but a stellar name to add to a burgeoning attacking core that includes Harry Kane, Christian Eriksen and Dele Alli would certainly make them a more formidable outfit, as well as possibly securing the services of their top stars for the foreseeable future. Spurs are reported to have first option on their former charge. When you factor in that Bale's current wages are £350,000 after tax and more than double that of Spurs' highest earners, as well as payment for a shiny new stadium, swapping one white shirt for another appears remote. Likelihood 5/10 Arsenal. Apart from leaving Spurs initially 5 summers ago, Bale rippled the waters further when, in one of his first interviews with Spanish media, he revealed he was a boyhood Arsenal fan. Spurs fans were wound up further when Bale wished their rivals good luck in the FA Cup final against Aston Villa on social media. The Gunners would appear more able to match Bale's wage demands than their neighbours, and it would be a statement signing for new boss Unai Emery, who may also hope to persuade the Welshman that wonderful things are about to happen once again at the Emirates. After all, whose interest wouldn't be piqued by having Mesut Ozil, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alexander Lacazette, Aaron Ramsey and Jack Wilshere, if he stays, as teammates? The mild-mannered Bale though doesn't seem the sort of player who would leap into the flames by jumping into the arms of Spurs' hated rivals. And, more importantly, Arsenal's current malaise is hardly the most attractive option open to the Welshman. The Gunners have just completed a miserable season in which they not only finished below Spurs for the second successive season, but there is also no Champions League football for the second straight year. And having become accustomed to a certain standard of competition at the Bernabeu and playing a starring role for his team and earning a fourth Champions League winner's medal, he surely has no desire to take a seat at European football's inferior table. Likelihood 3/10 Juventus. If he's become accustomed to life on the continent, then a transfer to Turin could be a timely move for Bale. A huge and passionate fan-based arrival, Los Blancos and the Bianconeri faithful would certainly revel in a stellar arrival from Madrid. Juventus would provide Bale with regular foray into Europe and he would surely plunder goals galore in Italy, where a more ponderous pace suits a player entering his prime but also with his twilight years on the horizon. In a season which yielded the most serious threat to their stranglehold on Serie A in the last 7 years from Napoli, a boosting of the ranks is rapidly required by manager Massimiliano Allegri. It's a signing that makes perfect sense for the Italian behemoths. For all their dominance domestically, Juve have consistently fallen short in Europe. The old lady have been the bridesmaids and not the bride in 2 of the past 4 Champions League finals, and acquiring the services of a tried and tested match winner is exactly the sort of signing they should be inking in order to take the next step. Likelihood 7/10.